funniest pets and people. A dog gets his licks in. A puppy who's a real bonehead. A young couple takes a tumble. A horse tries to keep a stiff upper lip. A pooch throws in the towel. And a couple who's all wet. It's the show that will have you sick. Stay, laugh, and beg for more. Welcome to Funniest Pets and People. 2 legs, 4 legs, pets with a collar. All that love toys, stand up and holler. Soapy's been sleeping on the train tracks all the livelong day. Until 3:05, that is. Because that's when the local comes through and clears a path. You see, toy people like to get where they're going on time. Giant cat or no giant cat. While Pavlov trained dogs to salivate at the sound of a bell, his sister Bonnie was training dogs to lick their noses whenever a squeaky donut got squeaked. One was a tremendous scientific breakthrough. The other was, well, just plain funny. Which was best? You decide.
This is our retriever cat.
To defeat the dog, Imogene realized that she would have to think like the dog. And fetch was only the beginning. She knew someday soon she would have to start chasing herself.
I got stuck in the hay pan. Oh!
As stubborn as he was, it was tough for Philippe to admit he shouldn't have scheduled the game for behind the dresser.
Let's play. Come on, you guys. I just have to get the ball. All right, come on. Hey, somebody pull my tail. I got the ball. Hang on a second. But somebody, could you help me move the chest? I can't. Whose idea was it to play? I can't get. I'm trying. It won't fit. It's move the dresser. Oh, I hate being a ferret.
It really is nice to include everyone, but this barbecue is going to take forever if they insist on letting Rusty set up the grill. In some countries, it's tradition to throw water in front of a newlywed couple to signify washing all troubles out of their future path. Unfortunately, the ceremony does not work quite as well with baby oil. What can I do? Talk. Now, look at what these folks can do. Frida was tired of watching the hamsters have all the bottled water fun. So she took matters into her own hands, or, well, paws. Now she knows that when she wants a drink, it's back down, bottle up. Henry had a water bowl inside, but it was that extra zing of sparrow that led him to take his refreshment in the yard. Tommy and Sue were the center of attention, and Carrie just couldn't stand it. She sat on the sidelines fuming. She should be the one dancing with Tom. How could they have chosen Sue? Why, Carrie even knitted Tom's flashy costume. If only she could do something. Maybe if she wished really hard. Now they're all gonna laugh at you, Tommy. Gordon had made the decision. He was done with sippy cups and ready to take his water like a man. Or a dog, as the case may be.
Hey, it's wet. look how wet I am.
But unlike the dog, Gordon had one major problem. He's all thumbs.
Here we go. Come on, water. Come on. Oh!
Nick was really upset. He could have sworn he had checked that box that said baseball, but it turns out that he chose ballroom dancing. Well, no worries, Nick. As long as Claudia keeps going the wrong way every time, you won't be the worst dancer in the class. It was really a neat trick, but the really neat trick was how much weight Bert had lost since switching to the new circus diet. It was truly the greatest show on ARF. Laura was shocked. It looked like Pete was wearing her socks. Well, Mom had drawn an L on the bottom, so let's take a look. Nope, false alarm. But let's check again just for safety.
That's a siren. That's a siren.
Granny didn't care much for modern technology. She knew that if a burglar tried to break in, old Duke here would let her know with his homemade siren.
That's a siren. That's a siren.
Yeah, or a siren, as the case may be. Coming up, oil can, and a couple of frisky kitties. When we return to Funniest Pets and People. Welcome back to Funniest Pets and People. I wanted to write a poem about good times, but I'm having trouble coming up with some rhymes. Now, wait a minute.
No. Look at him. He's going to bury the bone in the dirt. Oh my gosh, I don't believe this.
Mickey and Maude were worried about getting a black dog while having a white carpet, mainly because of the shedding.
Oh my goodness.
Turns out black fur was the least of their worries.
Whoa. I think I better let him outside.
If you scratch a dog behind his ears, his leg will go up and down, right? If you brush the fur on Emily the goat's back, be prepared for this.
Daddy's doing it again.
I'll take the dog, thanks. Good thing he's doing this with the area rug. I'd hate to see him try it with the wall-to-wall. Love means never having to cough up your own hairball. Scotty had finally allowed cameras into his secret workshop. Now the whole world would see the extent of his brilliance. Yeah, well, it looks like Scotty's just not ready for prime time. Look out! It's Funniest Pets and People Unleashed! Marco's favorite way to spend a Sunday morning was cuddling in bed, reading the New York Times. Unfortunately, Killer tore the paper to pieces while bringing it in from the driveway. Looks like cuddling will have to suffice. Clickers here had only one rule to follow. The dog does not sleep on the couch. And he was trying desperately to obey it. But sometimes your P's and your Q's are overtaken by your Z's. Sleep well, Clickers.
Yes!
Quentin had a coupon for the full-day wedding and fishing extravaganza, and by golly, he was happy to use it. And in weddings, just like in fishing, if your catch is too small, well, you have to throw it back.
What is that, Rambo? No. Who is that?
Never mind the fact that he's a dog. The real reason that Gary doesn't want Blackie in the house is he just thinks showing up uninvited is, well, it's just plain rude. No housewarming gift, no mouse, no nothing. Gary is a stickler for manners, thank you, and Blackie is going to pay the price. Horses might not be able to say cheese, but believe me, they're thinking it all the time. Gretchen had laid down the law. There would be a 3-foot rule in effect during all of Mommy and Daddy's dances until she went to college. Dances meant romance, and Gretchen didn't need a little brother around messing up her good thing. Oh, come on, everyone is nervous on their wedding day, so it's perfectly acceptable to make a little mess with the champagne. What is not acceptable, however, is using your new bride's great-grandmother's wedding dress to dry your hands. Way to endear yourself to the family there, Scooter. You can give your puppies a bath if you want, but nothing gets them cleaner than a trip to Gregory Goose's grooming service. Yes, Gregory will go all out to make sure your puppies are presentable for any occasion. And his rates are affordable. He accepts cash, credit cards, or you can put it on his bill. That's Gregory Goose's grooming service. The tweak is in the beak. Because of their lack of budget for costumes, sets, and concessions, the Kensington Dog Park's production of Romeo and Juliet would rise and fall on the acting alone. Coming up, a rooster wrangles a red balloon. And it's time to get a new table. When we return to Funniest Pets and People. Welcome back to Funniest Pets and People. In the prime of their physical lives, these next protagonists will go all out to make you laugh.
Get the ball! There you go. Good boy. Oh, good boy. Look at that. Oh!
You know, there really was a time when all a chicken had to do to entertain you was beat you at tic-tac-toe. But now, with the advent of satellite TV and personal MP3 players, the chickens have decided to ramp it up a bit. To get Vinny here a-going, all you have to do is wind him up and let him go. He'll be good for hours. Then it's winding time again. Jeremy was shocked. It was the Lassie right here at his health club. You know, he really wanted an autograph, but he just wasn't sure how to approach her. He didn't want to repeat of the Benji situation, let me tell you. Jalen didn't want to get in trouble for spilling his water bowl, so time. These canines on the cob love their starches, and corn is their favorite. And the best thing about feeding your dogs this way is there's no cleanup. Corn is gone, and the cob gets buried. Why does Zach always break into the Phillips house to steal toilet paper? Well, because Mrs. Phillips only buys the 4-ply paper. Nope, nothing but the best for the Phillips. Zach would be nuts to go anywhere else. After meals, Larry liked to lick his plates clean. Save the family time washing dishes, but the bath time, well, that's pretty much shot way up. They say you shouldn't concern yourself with low-hanging fruit, but if that were true, Wally here would never eat. To a giraffe, it's all low-hanging fruit. Pigeons everywhere, and Jason just couldn't stand it. They always seemed to be crazy for one certain item, and Jason just didn't know why. But he wanted to find out. Good boy, Jason. When feeding turtles, you really need to choose a food that won't spoil. See, it takes turtles a while to get to shore. Coming up, an imposter is found out. When we return to Funniest Pets and People. Welcome back to Funniest Pets and People. Yeah, this is cute now, but you just wait until the dog puts on his little girl suit. You will weep with joy. See you next time.
Bye.